morning, 9 people are dead and dozens more hurt after 3 separate shootings in Mississippi, all of them happening during homecoming celebrations. Now the FBI is getting involved in one shooting where the search is still on for the suspects.
If you were standing next to somebody and you seen something, man, or you seen somebody who's doing that shooting, man, report that.
Social media footage capturing loved ones outside the Delta Health System's medical center the night of the Leland homecoming mass shooting.
We ask the public to recognize that they have a role in this investigation.
The FBI's Jackson Field office is leading the investigation alongside state and local law enforcement, asking for the public's help to identify these 4 people they say are connected to the shooting.
Speak up, share, give us that opportunity to get these subjects off the street.
The FBI Jackson has also established a digital media tips website to collect any video or photos from anyone that was at the intersection of 4th Street and North Main Street on Friday night.
Better picture. There was a body right here. There were 2 right here. There's one in front of here.
Like Mildred Michael.
All you saw was like people sitting down or standing around crying because they were starting to identify the different people that was laid out.
And so far, Leland's fire chief confirmed the mass shooting took 6 lives with at least 6 others in critical condition.
Tragedy here in the city of Leland, our heart hurt, we mourning, everybody mourning, even for the people that's not from Leland, don't nobody deserve what happened,
Officials say more casualties are possible as the investigation continues, but the search remains active tonight for this woman in a white t-shirt, a man in an orange jacket, another man in an orange and white jogging suit, and a man in a black graphic tee, all seen in the area the moments gunfire let out.
We're gonna rise again. Our community's gonna get past this. We're gonna heal together like we've always done.
Know who is still bulldozing ahead with building a White House ballroom that no one voted for, no one asked for, and once again, it's promises made and promises broken. Take a look.
It won't interfere with the current building. It'll be near it, but not touching it, and pays total respect to the existing building, which I'm the biggest fan of. It's my favorite. Right behind us, we're building a ballroom. They've wanted a ballroom for 150 years, and I'm giving that honor to this wonderful place. Right on the other side, you have a lot of construction going on, which you might hear periodically. You're going to see a ballroom the likes of which I don't think it'll be topped.
Okay. Okay. That is not your building. You don't own that building. That would be like me going over to Trump Tower and saying I'm going to build a disco. They've wanted a disco in Trump Tower for hundreds of years. Yeah. And so, come on, man. You don't own that building. That is the people's building. You don't own it.
Uncertainty as the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, known as CalFresh in California, runs out of funds. As of June, more than 5.5 million Californians are on CalFresh. According to some media reports, there may not be enough money in November for food assistance nationwide due to the government shutdown.
Their staffs, they're running out of dollars on their cards.
It means that the burden will be placed on food banks and pantries, really all hunger relief organizations.
Casey Castillo of the San Diego Food Bank says in addition to Californians that may have food stamps cut, San Diego has many active military personnel and federal workers whose paychecks are affected during the shutdown.
Likely meaning tens of thousands of people needing to come to the food bank.
Here's the tricky situation. Despite the impending increase in demand for food banks, there's not an increase in supply. Food banks get most of their funding and food from the government, then it's distributed to local pantries like SSIP, South Sacramento Interfaith Partners.
And if the shutdown continues, we're kind of unsure of what those food sources are going to look like as well.
All right, thank you. It's a trickle-down effect. When distribution centers like the Sacramento Food Bank have fewer resources, that means fewer resources go to local partners like SSIP, and that might mean less food for families.
In one of our programs last year, folks were receiving about 16 items. in their bag of food. Now that is down to 10 items.
Reduction for families is already happening, Castillo says, and it's bad timing with the holiday rush fast approaching.
We are their bridge until they get back on their feet again.
Jenny Huh, ABC 10.
Now, we did reach out to the California Department of Social Services, which oversees CalFresh.
Died. 2 people are still missing in western Alaska. Typhoon Halong brought hurricane-force winds and storm surges over the weekend. Authorities say more than 50 people have been rescued. Floodwaters swept entire homes away. Strong winds knocked out power. The U.S. Coast Guard describes conditions in 2 villages of Kipnuk and Quigillingok as absolute devastation.
Members of the Alaska Army National Guard and the Alaska State Defense Force were deployed to help.
Officials say it'll be a long road to recovery for the remote villages as winter is coming. Our Peter Hall has been keeping an eye on that storm. He joins us now with more on an explanation of what's going on there. Peter.
So just like many other hurricanes, when they go up, let's say the east coast of the United States, they head up into either Canada or Greenland, and then they become a regular storm. Now, the actual tropical system was called Typhoon Halong. What's a typhoon? Well, it's literally the same thing as a hurricane, just in the West Pacific Ocean where it starts. Anyway, we're taking you back to Saturday afternoon when the firsts of the heaviest rains were coming on in here. And you'll see a storm right over there as I put this into motion here, kind of move in, and there's the center of it right there. And just throwing a lot of moisture right across Alaska, repeatedly a southerly wind into the mountains of southern Alaska. That's like throwing a bunch of rain into the Appalachians, or the Catskills, or the Adirondacks, or whatever. You just squeeze out so much rain and wind. And you can actually see right this second, there's another storm back in here. So they're going to continue to get walloped by another system. That is not good for Alaska. Now, just with respect to some of the damage, every little square you see there was extreme wind or rain damage, most of it wind damage. And just to give you an example of a few of these things. Now, granted, a couple of these wind gusts were in the mountains, but look at these winds, 72, 81, 107 miles per hour. Yeah, that's some hurricane force destructive type winds where they were reported right in through there. Well, it is typically a very active season in Alaska, and sometimes what happens in Alaska does eventually hit us. But this particular system is not headed our way, but we're always keeping an eye globally for any weather systems that may make its way towards us. So we're always aware for you right here in central New York, guys.
Sir, you are the president of Puerto Rico, and you are also the president of the Virgin Islands. So the question is, who the fuck was you talking to?